Good evening, everybody. Welcome on in. Hope everyone is doing well. It's Saturday night, my friends, and we're back. We're going to be doing some more Steam Next Fest demos today, as we have been doing all week for the most part. And I've been continuing my search to find even more demos as we go, and more keep just popping up. What distro? I am on Debian. I'm on Debian 13 is the distro I'm running on. So yeah, we're gonna start out tonight. Use Arch. Yeah, I imagine a lot of people who are doing gaming stuff are using Arch for stuff. Yeah, especially at Arch, and probably even what's that other one, Catchy OS, which I think is a fork of Arch, if I'm not mistaken. Seen a lot of that. My mini computer that I sometimes use here is running Bazite, so that's based off of Fedora 42 question mark 43 something like that. Proxmox. Yeah, I haven't tried that. I've not tried that. I haven't really I haven't really gone onto the Arch side of things. I should at some point just take a look at it, but I kind of found that I prefer, like, this is also, not only is this my gaming computer, but it's my daily driver, and I just kind of prefer the stability. Even though I'm behind on the times with a lot of things, I prefer the stability from it, and not having to constantly fight to get things, like start up one day, get some updates, and all of a sudden everything's broken again. So that's fine. As far as the only thing that I really try to keep up to date to the latest is the Mesa drivers. And I have there's a PPA out there that I use that the Kisak, I think it's called, that has the latest Mesa drivers. So I've been using that to good degree. So yeah, but otherwise it's been for the most part, things have just been kind of working without any problems. The only Debian based distro uses Ubuntu server. Yeah, and I use I have some Ubuntu stuff at work that I have to deal with as well. And it's nice. It's nice. And I was trying to get Kubuntu to work on another mini PC to do my streaming stuff, because the streaming computer is a little mini PC right now, but it's running Windows 11, and I was trying to get my capture card and OBS and all that stuff to work on Linux, and I had mixed results. It wasn't very it wasn't repeatable. Like, it would work and then it wouldn't work. It would work and then it wouldn't work. So I was using Kubuntu for that, because they had the drivers for my capture card were compiled specifically for that. I did try other distros though too, and I had about the same level of success. So you try to test out FreeBSD and you struggle to even get the internet. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like, I don't mind those boxes as like I want to play around and I don't really care what's on there kind of thing. But when it's your daily driver, you just kind of want things to just work, to stay up to date and also just kind of work. So that's how I kind of look at that, that kind of thing. And you know, Bakelite's been really nice too, on the mini computer. I've debated putting getting another external hard drive and plugging it in to the main computer and just throwing Bakelite on there too, and I have it on both the mini and on the main computer. But it's that's been a really nice one as well. I mean, the only problem with that is that gets a little bit, to use it as a daily driver, it can be a little bit annoying because it's a read-only operating system. So it's like, if they don't already have packages for stuff, or you're not using FlatHub for everything, it can be a little bit of a pain. Invested in a Dell R720 for home lab. Self-host lots of apps. Mostly do game servers. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that's the home lab stuff is really cool too. I don't have the power. I don't have the power infrastructure to deal with the home lab right now. I've got so many things plugged in. It's kind of a crazy, but it's that was one of those interesting sort of side things to go down and be like, you know, let's have like these little servers that we can run and get all that stuff done. And I was even thinking of like Moonlight and Sunshine work really well. And I was even thinking of like, man, wouldn't it be great if I could just put a mini PC like in any other room and just use it essentially as a console, and just have, you know, it doesn't have to be powerful at all. It could just be, you know, enough to run Moonlight on it, and just go or Sunshine, whichever one is the client, I forget, and then just stream games right to that and just have them at almost full speed. That was the other thing. The one thing I was interested in, and I saw Chris Titus was talking about this the other day. He's got like I want to say a QEMU setup, and he's got Windows in his virtual machine, and there was some kind of plug-in for it that basically you can run a Windows game at full speed. It'll run on your hardware, and the app will actually sort of frame capture directly from the GPU, and you'll basically be running a virtualized Windows game, but you'll be running it at almost full speed. Like it's very responsive, and I was kind of interested in that. I was sort of digging down in there a little bit. I haven't gone very far with it, but I was looking at that a little bit. This computer that I have is already triple booted, so I do have Windows 11 on another disk altogether, so I can just reboot into Windows 11 if I really want to. It's annoying, but I can do it. And then I've got another copy of this Debian 13 on the other one that I use just for when I'm doing development stuff. So when I do my development streams and stuff, I just reboot into that. It's all ready to go. For QEMU, you need to trick it into thinking you're not on a VM, but also it's required for good performance pass for a GPU. It's tough to. Yeah, I was trying to look at what he was doing, unfortunately, he streams while I'm also doing work. So I'm like only half paying attention as he's doing things, but I'm like, yeah, because I'm trying to work at the same time. So, but I was trying to like, every time he'd mention something, I'd go and find like the GitHub for it and kind of look at that and stuff like that. So I was kind of interested to see how all that works and if it would be decent. I mean, it's funny because like I said, I have Windows 11 on its own drive that I can just reboot into, so I don't have to do any of that stuff. But at the same time, it would be less painful to have to reboot just to play a game that's got, you know, some kind of kernel level anti-cheat or something that I can't get through on Linux or something like that, you know. If you pass through that GPU, you lose it from controlling from the host system. It's gonna be avoided. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, see, he does have like a big, like HP, like server class system, so he probably has multiple GPUs in it. I don't. I could probably put another GPU in this one, but it was already kind of a tight fit to begin with. You don't see the upside of doing it through community. Yeah, I don't know. It was just I haven't gone, obviously haven't gone very deep into it. It was just kind of a thing that was like in the back of my head, like, oh, just look into this. This sounds interesting. But yeah, just from a purely laziness perspective on that. And honestly, I wouldn't necessarily need the pass through anyway, because I would think because I'm streaming, I'm just doing basically a monitor capture with my video card or with my capture card. Like it acts as a monitor, and I'm just doing a mirrored setup. So as long as I could get it to play on the screen and be responsive enough for me to work with it, I probably wouldn't need all that stuff. But then again, it's running in a VM, and VMs are, try to find one that would run something at full speed that's that intensive is probably not possible yet. It's hard to set up. I guess when it works may be better than dual booting, but I'd rather just have Windows on another disk. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, if I really wanted to do something in Windows, I can just reboot into it and just do it. I mean, that's what it comes down to. I'm not a fan of Windows 11, and that's what I've got on this and on my other box. And the streaming box, I've got it set up where I ran Chris Titus's utility to get rid of all the cruft in there, and then I also have Windows Update Blocker running on it. So I got that thing locked down to where it's not taking any updates or anything. It's just going to be what it's going to be for the foreseeable future. And I don't run it all day long. I only run it when I'm streaming, so it's, you know, it can afford to be behind on things. But yeah, with the gaming stuff, it's a little bit harder to do that because you still need to get usually some kind of updates, particularly around like DirectX and stuff like that. So who knows? Comes with an integrated GPU that's needed to view the VM passing GPU through it, and moves that GPU and use a pass-through GPU. Oh, okay. Need to connect it to a monitor. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I do have an extra monitor that I don't really use, so I mean that would be viable. I've got a 4 monitor setup, and I'm only using really 3 of them. So who knows? But I mean, otherwise, like things work pretty well. Did I put the I put the launch options in there. Things have been, for the most part, I've been going through these Steam demos and stuff, and I had one demo that was an issue, and I ended up they ended up having a demo of it. It was Cloudheim. They ended up having a demo of it available on the Epic Game Store, and so I just launched it through Heroic Launcher, and it worked from there instead of from Steam. So got around that. The only other one I had, I was testing one today that I think I just uninstalled. Some kind of MMO that's coming up, and it wouldn't run at all. Like it would launch and then just immediately close, and I had Steam, do the Proton logging and stuff, and there was nothing in the log to indicate what was going on. So my guess is, because it was a multiplayer, like an MMO thing, they probably had some kind of operating system check or something going on in there for that. 2111 is the year of the Linux desktop. But you know what? What I find funny about all this is that gaming has never been so good on Linux as it is now, and Microsoft has been pushing so hard all these ads and AI and all that crap that they're actually kind of almost pushing more and more people to just kind of experiment a little bit with Linux and see if what they can do with it. I think and this has been a problem all the time, the biggest problem with Linux for your daily driver is that most of the distros don't respect people who really don't want to be power users, Any cheats like the block. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's usually the problem. Because that's the real issue there, is that there's a good deal of people who use PCs like they use automobiles, right? It's a thing to get from point A to point B, and they don't necessarily really care about what's going on under the covers, or want to care about what's going on under the covers, as long as it just works. And if something breaks, they'll find someone to fix it. And that's until Linux finally until some distro finally sort of embraces that idea, it's going to be hard to ever be the year of the Linux desktop. Can't imagine what Steam would be like if Gaben dies and plans to be immortal. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if it weren't for Steam pushing as hard as they did with SteamOS and the Linux stuff, we wouldn't be. It wouldn't be as far along as it was probably. So it's very good that that's happened. I'd like to think that the genie's out of the bottle now, and even if Valve were to go under, that Proton and all this stuff would continue. I think what we really need is for Linux to be a first-class citizen as far as gaming is concerned. I think that's the real trick. If we can get game devs and everything to start to treat Linux as equal to Windows and support it, then we don't have to rely quite so much on Valve, I think, at that point. If a Linux distro works like the Steam Deck, people forget it's even Linux. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Right. And that's kind of what you want, I think. I mean, you kind of want people to be like, you know what? Everything just works the way that I expect it to work, and I don't have any problems. And oh yeah, I forgot, I'm all Linux now. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what state you want people to get into. You don't want it to go the Mac route where everything's a walled garden and they're charging you out the nose for everything. You don't want to go that far, but at the same time, you do want to get some kind of parity with Windows, but with, you know, the Linux flavor of it. You know, you want not parity, but you want to get like, you want to get to a point where hardware and stuff, like people could just bring their own hardware and it just works. Like right now, when you build a Linux box, you're kind of like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna do AMD for everything because they're the only ones that are really embracing it. If I do NVIDIA, I'm gonna be struggling to get things to work sometimes. Although NVIDIA is finally starting to come around with that, with their latest drivers. And you know, you want it to be almost as ubiquitous as Windows is, where like drivers support everything, the driver manufacturers support everything, you know, and it just, things just work, right? Worst outcome is it becomes a publicly traded company and Microsoft buys or some other huge company, and Proton, Steam sales, and all the good stuff leaves. Yeah, I mean, they don't even necessarily need to be a publicly traded company to get bought out. They can get bought out by, I mean, I'm sure, I would imagine Tencent has probably propositioned Valve numerous times right now, right, by this point. I mean, they'd be willing to do a private sale, hands down, without any issues. Because if they were to go, if anything, if Valve were to go public, it would make it a little bit more difficult for someone to buy them, because they would have to theoretically buy out all the stock as well. Whereas it's privately traded, you get kind of screwed out. They can screw people over. You know, even if the employees have stock, as I found out from the first company that I worked at, even if employees have stock that they've purchased and they've been buying into over the years, when you're a private company, the buying company can just come in and say, yeah, we're going to ignore all of that and not pay you out. Thanks, Oracle. So yeah. Oh, anyway, let's get some. Let's fire up some games here. So we're gonna take a look at Varthos Heir to the Throne here. And let me get this launched, and let me check the audio before I unleash it upon you folks. Let's see what we got here. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, how's the audio doing? It's probably okay. Let's see. It's a little low, I think, potentially. Turn music up a little bit. All right. Yeah, let's get rolling here. All right, my friends. First up on the demo lists for today is going to be Varthos Heir to the Throne. It is by Night Shift Game Development and published by both Night Shift Game Development and Three River Games. And it is coming soon to early access. That's all it says. I don't know for whatever definition of soon it will be. Um, but it is currently right now a free demo that you can take a look at during the Steam Next Fest. And this is another blending of genres. So it's an action RPG, top down. Think Diablo. But it's roguelike. So when you die, your run is finito and you have to start over again. Interesting idea. We'll see how well it holds up. I've played just a tiny bit of it. The one thing I did notice though is it did not save. Like if you fail, it does not even bother to save. It looked like. So I don't know if I did something wrong or if that's just kind of a demo thing. But yeah, you can see if I look under achievements, die for the first time, I got 5 hero points. I don't know what the hero points are used for yet. We got traits. Okay, hero points. Oh, I see. So they give us permanent advantageous traits. So that's cost of 1. I'm not going to do the hero points yet because I'm going to treat this like a first run just so we can see what it's like. Because I didn't go very far in the first run. I just kind of threw my life away, as it were. The stash here and all that stuff. When VR support just as much as Windows, that day I say never use Windows again, though I can imagine Valve would be the company to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I know VR is still a thing. And I still see some games that are VR only. But I kind of I've never really been all that impressed by it. Like it just kind of, I guess because I do this content creation stuff with streaming and YouTube videos and stuff like that. I never found a rig that would record very well because like I could record the screen, but I had to always like make sure like when I was looking at the screen, I would have my head down like this, but then it wouldn't be showing the whole screen for everybody. So it was like a very terrible experience for everybody else watching who wasn't in VR. And so I kind of have always, even though I dug into it a little bit and I did like a playthrough of I Expect You to Die, which was a really good VR game back in the day. I never did much else with it because it was too clunky. It just didn't produce video that was really all that interesting or fun to watch. So I don't know if they can ever if they can fix that to where like, I don't even know if there's a way you could fix that. Like, because I'm basically asking for, have a steady camera here and let me see something different, which is not really, that's not really how that works. So, yeah, I don't know. The VR stuff is interesting. But it's been more of a lot of the games that have come out in VR just weren't a whole lot of fun to do in VR. I felt like you would think, like I play a lot of space games and you would think that the space games would be fun in VR, but they really kind of weren't. It kind of just got to a point where and wearing the headset was just, I mean, I'm talking like the old Oculus Revision 1 headsets and stuff, but like the headsets were just bulky and not you're sweating a lot. I wear glasses. What really killed me was that I am nearsighted, which means I see stuff easier up close to my face, and you would think putting a screen up close to my face I wouldn't need my glasses, but I absolutely still very much needed to wear glasses while I had the headset on. In fact, I couldn't see, I could, if I took my glasses off, I could see this screen better than I could see the screens in my in the headset. It was just driving me absolutely bonkers. You know, Steam VR can do that, but it takes up screen safe. Much better now, but it's still a struggle to get it comfortable. Yeah, yeah. I know they're like they have sort of they're more portable now. But as far as I know, like the only one out there that's really still kicking is the Oculus, right? Which is the Facebook nonsense. Well, there's PlayStation, but the Facebook one is like I don't want I stopped using the Oculus stuff when Facebook took it over because I don't want a Facebook account. I refuse. A meta account or whatever they're calling themselves today. I just refuse anymore. And so I was like, you know what? No. I'm done. If you give me a way to play this without an account, I'm all about it. But the minute you force an account login, no thanks. It's a company that makes lenses that are prescribed that just have magnets to snap on. Yeah, I mean, if I were doing VR enough to warrant doing that, then yeah, that would be a thing. But I just, even when I was wearing the VR headsets, I could only go for like an hour before I was like, okay, I'm done. I need to take a break. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just my 2 cents on that. All right, let's go and create a character. Now I think we can only create generalists right now because everything else is locked. And we start out with 1 on everything. So we'll just do that. And confirm. And let us jump on in. We're going to do single player. And Gishter, Sumerian Desert Canyon. Your goal is to find the entrance to the Desert Temple and face its corrupted leader. Difficulty defaults. That's the only thing we can do right now. Alright. Let us begin. And let me bring up the full screen here. There we go. Alright. We'll grab a sword and a bow. And I think Tab does this, right? No. No, Tab does not do that. Okay. Equip both of these. Oh, that's right. I can't do both. Okay. For some reason, I thought I could do both. But no, I can't. All right. That's fine. We'll do the bow. I usually do bow in these games anyway. Anyone who's watched me play PoE knows that. Or Titan Quest. This kind of has like the, for me at least, a little bit of Titan Quest vibes. So space to roll. We got some calming leather gloves there. Alright, and put those. Oh, Tab is giving me the overlay. If you hold down Tab, you get the map overlay that you would expect from a game like this. Zoom out a little bit, I think. Alright, leveled up, and Another quiver. You found a quiver if you're using a bow as your main weapon. Whoops. Also, equipping a proper quiver is a must. Unlike a shield, it does not add active use, but apart from stat bonuses based on its rarity, it substantially increases your projectile speed, making it easier to land a successful hit. Reduces how far you may have to lead your shot. Okay. Art braces. Alright. I need level 1 and endurance 2. Okay, let's equip that. What is this? Sandals are equipped, Other has some full plate boots. Armor 8 for those. Okay. Put those on and we'll drop these. There we go. Alright. Level up here a little bit. Let's get dexterity. And then let's get a little bit of vitality and some endurance. Apply those. It should let me equip this. There we go. And a quiver. Alrighty then. Let's grab the I think Alt will show you everything on the ground. Yeah, okay. And you can actually run in this game, which is really interesting. So WASD to move around, which I really like that they're doing that now in action RPGs. You can, I believe you can select, I think it gave me the option when I first started the game to select to use the mouse to move. But I like the WASD stuff more. It's more comfortable for me. Got some weather going on here. I haven't seen this before. So this is new. Okay. You've unlocked the Trapper starting talent. Is that under T? Oh no, that's chat. Never mind. Trapper starting talent. Huh. Oh, maybe that's when you start the game, you can start as a trapper now. Okay. All right, excellent so far. Lots of spiders at me. Ah, good. Very good. Nothing being left on the ground though. We're not getting too much in the way of loot. Did level up though. Ow, that hurt. Sleeves. That is 8. No, that's 2. Drop that. Leather gloves versus sleeves. No, those aren't any good. And then I think it's, yeah, it's 1 to pop a health potion. I'll just keep kiting them. Another guy up there. Damn. Got him. I don't think there's a way to. I can't rotate the view at all. Anything like that. Which is a little bit weird, but because I feel like it's hard to judge what angle I'm shooting at. Ooh, armor 16. Yes, please. Drop that. All right. Mace. Anything over here? Nope. Nope. I don't see anything there. Distilled health potion. Decorate broadaxe. Okay. Scroll of Regrets. A spell? Ooh, he dropped something blue. Mallet. Okay. Melee thing. I guess I could pick it up and have it for a stash thing. For another run, maybe. Okay. Leveled up. Let's see. Vitality. Let's get some strength. More dexterity. So endurance gives us all our resistances. Mana regen. Base armor, crit multiplier. Alright. Apply those. What we got here? So what's this scroll? Reset your stat points, allowing you to reallocate them once more. Oh, I see. Scroll of Regrets. So it's a big reset on your points there. Getting some crits now. Very nice. I don't quite have the animation for that lunge that he does yet. Rare gemstone wand. Got pauldrons and medium mana. 6 armor. Yes, let's do that. Drop that. All right. Ow. That hurts. That hurt a lot. Stop healing yourself, you bastard. Just die. There you go. We got an alpha here. Can't move very fast, apparently. I'm barely doing any damage to him, though. Aim. Need to get better aim here. Grab that health potion. There we go. Where'd this other guy go to? There he is. But did he heal completely up? Looks like he did. Yep. This is what we're doing. We're on cheese ball him all day long. Down with the cheese ball. Be one with that cheese ball. All day, every day. Embrace it. Make it a part of your life. How much cheese can you stand? Quite a lot. This guy is just a freaking tank right now. Bad time to sneeze. Oh god. Another one. Oh, sorry about that. My hands were occupied. I couldn't mute. Oh man. That was a hell of a time to sneeze. Focused and swift gators of vigor. Oof. Oh man. Good god. Armor 5, Vitality 3, bonus mana, attack speed plus 2%. Yep. Yep, that's a thing. Oof. Oh, apologies on that. Wow. Of all the times to sneeze when you're like have both hands engaged on the on the keyboard and mouse. Oh man. There's a stash. Where's this guy at? Because that was the same guy, so he did like heal up. Other necklace of the mind? Sure. I guess I don't have another necklace on, so we'll take it. Or items that can later be used by other characters. Okay, let's throw this over there. Interesting. I'll throw a mana pot in there. Still mana potion. Let's put the distilled health potion in there. Probably don't need to do that, but we'll do it anyway. Oh, I guess that's the boss battle up there, and that's why they're like, here's a stash to put stuff away. Because otherwise you're not going to have it when your run comes to an end here. Oh, grab that. Oof, man, he came charging down there at light speed. All right. Horned bow. What does that look like? 19 to 31. With a crit multiplier of 10%. Ooh. Perform a jump roll. Okay. I guess we will do that. We will do those things because this boat I have was the first one I gave you. Looked. There's another spot down here I want to go to because I have a feeling that's like the end area there because of where that stash was. I mean, it might not be, but I'm just kind of getting that feeling. So I want to kind of make sure I don't miss any other part of this map that has some goodies in it. Also, we did level up. So let's get a little more strength. Dexterity. Basically killing them in 2 shots now. That's fantastic. Oversized mallet. You know what? I want to check to make sure there's no map tab overview map or overview map is tab. Map is M. Highlight loot, in-game chat, zoom in, zoom out, zoom reset. Okay. I want to make sure there was no way to rotate the view because that's the one thing that's kind of annoying me a little bit here is that I can't rotate my view so that I am always facing forward towards the enemies. Is this here just there for show or something more than that? Oh, there's some stuff in there that just became active. Skeleton archers. Oh, it's a respawn shrine. Ooh. Interesting. Revive teammates. Every map holds a shrine that can be interacted with when one or more teammates have fallen and has the power to revive dead heroes. Be careful though, it's a one-time use only. Ah, okay, so that's really for co-op. Okay, got it. Actually, this game might be a lot of fun in co-op. You know what I mean? Like, this seems like it would, oh, there's a Karas on the ground. Is this, wow, 38, but it's minus 20% movement speed. Whereas I have a minus 10% movement speed right now. 38 armor. Huh. Well, we'll put that in the stash. I won't put it on. Yeah, this would be this feels like it would be a really fun game with in co-op. Um, given that you can have that you can both sort of diverge your classes or diverge your stats so that you're supporting one another and stuff. Yeah, that might be really interesting. Before I go any further over that way, let's come back over here and drop this thing off in the stash. They don't let you take too much, do they? As far as that's concerned. Alright, that's good. It figured out how to get to me. I was wondering if it would figure out how to path to me, and it did. Potion and... Ooh. Potion and... Swift Leather Quiver. Now you're talking. 46% projectile speed, fire resistance, poison resistance. Oh, yeah. Oh. We're taking all of that. We're taking all of that. You drop something too. Rare gemstone wand. Oop. Save. Okay. In here. Yep, there we go. So that, okay. Alright, well, that's got a whole icon over it. that's the respawn thing that we saw. Okay. I was like, what is that? What was that icon? That was just the respawn area. Okay. Okay. Taking care of that. Oop, I figured there'd be some more here. Joke's on them. I leveled up again. Let's get some more dexterity. Some more strength. A little more stamina and yeah, we'll do a little more vitality. All right. All right, what do we have so far here? Probably more spiders, I would imagine, at some point, but damn it. It's moving away from me. That one's stuck there a little bit. There we go. Drop something. Nope, I guess he didn't drop something. Mantle, focus cotton, mantle of force. All right, what did I pick up here? Ooh, rare coat made from cotton. All right, let's do it. We got a shiny cloak. I figured there'd be more spiders here. So I think there is some music, but it's very hard to hear. It's very underplayed. And I think that's the one thing that we're kind of really missing the most right now. Because sort of a game like this really kind of demands good atmospheric or good music to create the atmosphere. Doesn't have to have it, but it helps a lot. Tower shield. And there's some there. It's very hard to hear. I can turn it up a little bit, but it's just not nothing to write home about. Did I pick up that? I did pick that up. Ornamental axe. I don't need that. Vivid lapis ray. Whoop. Okay. Can I guess we have 2 ring slots though. Yeah. All right. There we go. Very good on the sound effects though. Like when like you hear the spiders crawling up well before you see them, but then like you have no idea. Like in that last one, like I heard them coming up, I didn't see where they were actually spawning, and they spawned them in the high grass there, which made it harder to see, which was really good, really nice, a nice touch. Mantle there. Alright. I think I leveled up again too. Cotton Mantle of Tenacity is an epic. Intelligence 3, Vitality 3, Endurance 3. Yeah, you know what? Let's put that one on. Swap that one out. decent sword there too. Okay. What was this sword over here? Rare crescent longsword. Okay. Linen cape of tenacity. Nah. It's not worth my time. This looks like it's marked on the map. So I'm wondering, this is probably where we have to be. Probably the ending area. Let's go back here, though. There's two more branches to look at, or at least one more branch that probably ties into one another. And then I also want to maybe see if I can drop this sword off in the stash. I'm really concerned about having stuff for the next run. Even though I really like the bow, still would be nice to have something there. Plus we can stock up on health potions. That works. Ow. You got a lucky shot in, you bastard. Another necklace. Alright. Another health potion. What's this? 3 intelligence and healing power. Yeah, I'll take it for the healing power. For anything else? Alright, good stuff. There's some pots over there to break. Let's do that. Ooh, something here. Protected spinal ring. Oh, spindles. Gives me 1 additional armor. Okay. We have a slot for it. Let's use it. All right, that just links back to where we were. That I threw on the ground. That was another good example of hearing the sound but then not seeing where they came from. That was a good placement of them. Ooh, a purple ring. Dexterity and intelligence. That gives me healing power. Okay. Okay. There are these out. Oh, that's a lot of hyenas. Ooh, epic engraved battle axe. Another purple ring. Wow, these guys are dropping all the stuff here. What is this? Intelligence 3, crit multiplier 33%. Yes. Yes, 100%. That was actually a little bit challenging because I couldn't do it where it was just one of them attacking me. It was all 3. So that was a good one. Okay. Seems to be everything over there. What we got over here? Besides more spiders. We gotta level up is what we got. Bronze ring of the mind. I do see that chest over there. Probably the first chest we've come across. Nice. Study focused and poison resistant spalders of tenacity. Ooh. Ooh, I like the sound of that. That is a legendary. Yeah, we're putting that on. Dropping that. All right. That was definitely a worthy chest, a worthy place for a chest, or worthy loot for a chest, I guess. I appreciate it. Okay. Actually, I've leveled up twice, haven't I? Yeah. We'll do that. Bonus physical damage. Dexterity to 20. Yeah. That seems good. That seems real nice. Yeah, I think we got this place thoroughly explored. Oh, you know what? I want to go back and throw some stuff in the stash here, which I believe is over this way. I left a mana potion on the ground. What was this over here? Oh, it's just a blue thing. Okay. All right, let's throw this in there. That. These things in there. Why not? Longsword. I guess we'll just have to drop on the ground, or I'll just carry it with me. I guess. Put that there. Healing salve. Can I put this on my hotbar? No. Maybe. Let me see. No, not really. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oop. I guess these continue to spawn after a certain amount of time or something, or maybe there's a random chance of the spawn. Okay. Good there. Yeah, I guess they start to randomly spawn again after a certain amount of time has passed. Not sure how I feel about that. I feel, I mean, I guess it's good from the perspective of if you want to grind for levels or something. But honestly, I kind of like it better when you are like, that's it. You've permanently made the area safe again. There's the temple. Let's see what this is all going to be like. Skeleton grave robber. Okay. Oh, that is a pool of blood. Ow. These guys certainly hurt, though, when they hit you. Ouch. Leather gloves. Templar leather gloves. Wait, did they? Oh, I can't wear them. Leather necklace of the mind. 10 intelligence. Bonus health 17. Maybe. Let's do that. Let's put that on. Oh, I see. They're all... That's why it's much harder now. They're all the same level I was when I came in here, which is level 8. Whereas outside, it was all generated for level 1. Okay, so that's good to know. Like, leveling up does not... Just makes the challenge harder when you transition. Calming Athlete Turban. Health jar. I don't even have a helmet on, so this is good. 10 armor. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I appreciate the loot. It is very dark, though. I don't know how much you guys could see. I could barely see anything. I think this had a gamma setting, and I think I cranked it. Does it have a gamma setting? Oop, hang on. Doesn't pause either. I guess it doesn't. Let me see. Audio, video. No, it doesn't have one. So you guys are probably barely seeing anything. I apologize. It's just I can't do much about that if they don't give me. If they don't give me a gamma setting, then I can't. There's a necromancer. I can't bump it up so you guys can see better. Oh, alright. Have them stop. Ooh, Sumerian recurve bow. 80 to 112? Yes. Yes, entirely. Alright. It's a hell of a jump in attack power. The art's really nice, honestly. They've got a really good, like the interiors and stuff are really well done here. Like it's appropriately atmospheric. Even the exterior was fine too. I mean, it was a desert map, so it's kind of hard to judge. But uh-oh, I didn't. I thought this. I thought the forward way would be to the boss fight, but apparently not. All right, here we go. 20,000 health. Ow. Okay. He's vulnerable. I don't know how I made him vulnerable, but I did. I don't know if that's just a random thing that happens. Oh, damn you. Come on. Come on. Stop being stunned. Oh, he's got like a... Oh, I can't get through there. That's annoying. Oh, come on. I see. He's got like a little bar underneath. Ow. What the frig? There we go. Got him. Nice. Bone ring. Alright. Is there a long staff? This is the end. You can't progress further in demo version, but you can use the portal return to character selection and then spend your well-earned hero points. Okay. I wanted to go the other way, though. Multi-resistant Templar pauldrons. Ooh, those are nice. Those are real nice. Legendary long staff. Can I still go? Will they let me leave this room and go that other way? Nope, it's still tied off. Alright. Oh well. Oh well. Alright. Back we go. Cool. That was very cool. We got to level 9. We had some really good stuff here. For the stash. So, well, I have no room in the stash. They really don't give you too much room in this thing to really take stuff with you. That's interesting. Okay. All right, cool. That was a cool little uh, demo there. We get 51 hero points. Holy crap. I guess vitality. I mean, let's just get all of these. Experience gain seems like the best one you could do. That's 5. Oh, we only have 1 point left. Okay. What did this take? 20? I see. Character inventory tabs. Oh, I see. So these last two lines were the ones you really need. Character inventory tabs and stuff. So then, what does that make my inventory look like? Can I see the inventory now? Tab 1, tab 2. Ah, here we go. And the chest has tabs now. Ah, nice. All right. All right. That's how they're going to do it. Okay. That's fine. That's quite fine. Did I have... Yeah, that's pretty much stacked up there. Stacked to 10. And requires level 7 legendary. Ring made of bone with distinctive carvings. Okay, hold on to that. Health jar. Scroll of regrets. Over there, maybe. Huh. Oh, that's pretty cool. Achievements. Kill 100 monsters. Sharaskoon. Kill Sharaskoon. Kill your first 50 monsters of any type. Unlock the Trapper starting talent by equipping a quiver. Oh, okay, so getting the quiver was what unlocked that. I see. And all these things give you different levels of hero points. That's why I had so many hero points. That's cool. Alright, you know what? I like what they're doing here. It's kind of a... It feels a lot like... It feels a lot like a Diablo style game. More Diablo than like, say, Path of Exile. It's very much more Diablo there. They don't have like a skill tree or anything, it looks like. Though I'm not sure it really needs one necessarily. It's kind of that's an interesting thing to think about, because on the one hand you would kind of expect a skill tree in an action RPG like this. On the other hand, it's roguelike, so you're starting every run... Well, you're not necessarily starting to run empty-handed. If you had a successful run, you're starting the next run with what you had, I think. So I guess what would happen if you're... Because you have, like, skill points. You have, like, attributes that you can change. So what a skill tree enhance that, or would it just make it more inconvenient? I don't know. That's a good question, because I could see there being a skill tree where you can permanently unlock skills for hero points. Like you can temporarily unlock them as you level up. Like you get like one skill point per level, but then if you have a successful run, or even if you don't have a successful run, but you get some hero points, you could then spend some hero points to permanently unlock some skills. Like I could see them doing that. That would be kind of interesting too. Like it would add a level of depth there. I mean, it doesn't have to be a huge PoE style skill tree. It could be a Diablo 4 skill tree kind of thing, or Diablo 3. Actually, probably closer to Diablo 3, maybe, because each class would have its own like things that you could select from, or even closer to like Torchlight or something like that. Or even they could go the way of like a Grim Dawn or a Titan Quest, where you have like different classes you spec into, rather than selecting the class from the very beginning. That might be interesting too. Like instead of having you select your class from the very beginning of the run, you always go in as like a generalist, and then from there you select what you want to be as you level up. Maybe might be an interesting twist on it too. But yeah, everything. I mean, it's solid. The gameplay was fun. Um, it was a bit slow, but you know, I think that's maybe something they could work on. Maybe make it a little bit, like pick up the pace a little bit. Maybe make the map a little bit smaller, or make your starting speed a little bit faster. Maybe. Um, so there's that. Or yeah, they could even potentially just get rid of the run mechanic, right? Like it's interesting that there's a run mechanic there, but I also kind of feel like a game like this, for people who like action RPGs of this style, they kind of tend to lean closer to faster pace, and so having your character always run without a stamina bar and all that stuff, I feel like is probably more acceptable in this space than what they've got. So maybe they can kind of revisit that a little bit and just have your character just always going at uh, a brisker pace, and maybe you can make your character go even faster with the stats and stuff. Movement speed and all that. I The art is fine. You see all the stuff equipped on your character. The maps were decent. They had some rewards for exploration. Um, there was at least the beginnings of a variety of in the enemies. The enemy AI is fine. Yes, I cheesed the enemy a lot, and I'm assuming they're going to want to probably eliminate some of that cheese, but I don't mind it so much. I don't mind seeing that cheese so much, especially when you've got enemies that are very spongy. Even for like level 1 enemies, a lot of those enemies were really really spongy. So I suspect they're going to want to revisit how they balance the enemies out a little bit, because it looked to me like the enemies were spawned in for that entire map at the level that you were when you spawned in, um, which is fine for a relatively small map, but it also, as you can see from the way they did it, different enemy classes were more spongy than others, even at level 1. And it feels like you really just ought to kind of just have a mix of levels on there, have level 1. Like, I think what a lot of these games do is they'll have a range of levels of enemies. I think Grim Dawn did this a lot too, where you would come onto a map and the enemy range would be within, I think, 3 or 4 levels of your character. So it would probably start at your character's level and then go 4 levels higher, up to a maximum. So like if you went to a map that where like an early game map, like they would probably cap out like 20, say. And so even though you'd be level 40 or something like that, you wouldn't see anything beyond level 20 or something like that. I think that probably works out a little bit better, having that sort of range thing. Like steal a little bit of that logic from how Grim Dawn does things, and because that ends up being a lot of fun then. And then things, what happens there is that things then make sense in the world, right? It doesn't really make sense that you have these level 1 things that are super uber tanks, and then I got into level 8 area and it was like they were easier to deal with than the level 1s in many cases. So, and you wouldn't have to rely so much on the cheese ball mechanic that I was doing, right? If you can kind of see what level they are and be able to kind of roll with it and have that stuff going. So, but yeah, no, very competent, and I enjoy it. And I wasn't sure if the whole roguelike spin on it would work, but it actually seems to work pretty well, as long as they, and this is the big thing, as long as they allow you to progress even when you fail, which it looks like they're doing. Like, you still get hero points even when you fail. Although, in that particular case, some of the other hero things were like, you have to die like 5 times, or you have to die 10 times. And I don't know. I don't know if that's the greatest way of doing it. I think there has to be maybe a different way to garner hero points, so that even if you die, you can still progress outside of the game. And I think that's the important thing. Like, that's the one thing that I look for in a lot of roguelikes, is like, do they value my time? Like, even if I fail a run, can I still get stronger? And I really hope that they figure out, I really hope that they lean into that more than they've done here. Because it is, from what I saw, it was pretty punishing. Like, if you lose a run, like, unless you got to a stash and managed to throw stuff in the stash, everything's gone. And so it's like, if they can kind of, and the stash is very limited, so it's like, if you can kind of figure out a way to, even in that case where you lose everything, you can still progress your hero, like start out with better vitality, start out with better stats. I think that would be it would be more acceptable than that you start out, that you lost everything. You know what I mean? Because you're still growing as a character. So, but that's my thoughts anyway. Yeah, this is really fun. I am going to definitely keep an eye on it and wishlist it and everything. But this, my friends, has been Varthos, Heir to the Throne. It is by Night Shift Game Development and published by Night Shift Game Development and Three River Games. It is a free demo right now during the Steam Next Fest, and it is coming soon to early access. We'll see when that what coming soon actually means there, but they've got a good solid foundation here, it looks like. I'm really enjoying this. As someone who likes action RPGs a lot, this has definitely got my attention. So good stuff right there, my friends. All right, let's grab another demo here and fire it up. So, what do we want to do next? I do want to, let's jump into, we're doing RPGs already, so I can jump into Avernum 4, which is more of a very classic RPG. We still do have to do Valorborn, which is more of an action RPG again. This one is interesting. I was playing a little bit of this. You can see I got 13 minutes of this. The problem here, I was actually enjoying it, but it started to, like, there were certain particle effects that just started to make my computer, like, draw a lot of energy, and it started to cause the UPS to buzz, and I don't want to start the game and then have to stop like I did, because the only reason I stopped 13 minutes in was because of that. So I might have to do this off camera and maybe do a video of it or something, just because I'll need to tweak it a little bit, I think. This Obu demo here, I have not tried. It's billing itself as a sci-fi sandbox shooter, set in a procedurally generated world. So I don't know if I want to. I guess we can do this now. I'm debating, like, do I do this now? Is that too close to what we just did? Or do I do the straight CRPG, which is going to take some time? And I'm not sure. I think, because I could save Avernum for, like, an offline thing, too. Because it is very, very, very classic. You can see I've got 20 minutes into it. Cosmos Point. Oh, you know what? Let's take a look at Alabaster Dawn. This is, did I set the properties on this? I did. Yeah, let's take a look at this. This is, I think, by Radical Fish Games, which I believe they were the ones that did Crosscode? Question mark? Yes. And I liked Crosscode. I never got back to actually playing Crosscode. It's still on my list to get back to. But this is a new game from them. So let's do that. Does this have? It just has a to be announced. Okay. So let's get into the correct category and stuff, and we'll do this. Where's my oh, it's on the other screen, isn't it? Why do I have this open? I don't know why. Yeah, let's come over here and actually, because I'm on this same thing, I can just copy paste here. A lot nicer. And that. Alright, so that should update up there in a moment. Yes, there it is. Okay. And let's go edit this here. Oh yeah. Is that the name of it? Let me copy it so I don't misspell. Okay, and down there. Over here, let's swap on over to that. And I'm wondering, you know what? I'll use my mouse and keyboard for now. I'm kind of wondering if this would be better with the controller, because I remember I remember crosscode was better with the controller, but we'll see. Let's try it without it, and then we'll see what comes out of it. Okay, let's go. Let me. I haven't launched this at all yet, so let me just make sure it launches and get the settings right. Options. Slow down. Xbox simple. Bitmap fonts. And pick up. What is this? Icon amount disables the display entirely. Okay. Audio is at 50%. Actually doesn't seem too bad there. Controls, mouse and keyboard. Dash is space. Executes an auto shoot with the currently equipped ranged weapon. Huh. Okay. Guard and parry. Let's put that on the mouse. Heal is H. Not sure about that. Let's make that middle mouse. Let's make heal that button. Okay. Seems good. Alright. Alright, let's see what this sounds like. Doesn't sound like there's anything going on right now. Okay. Alright. Very good. Okay. Do I have everything set up there? All right, my friends. Let's take a look at Alabaster Dawn. It is by Radical Fish Games, and it is a free demo right now during the Steam Next Fest, and it is scheduled for some sort of release to be announced. Right now, it doesn't really have anything on there. This is I believe an action RPG. It's by the developers who also have done Crosscode, which was itself was like an action RPG, like a 2D pixel art action RPG kind of thing. That Crosscode was really fun. It had a mix of puzzles plus some action RPG stuff, kind of Zelda-esque. I did not know that they had another game in the works. I just kind of ran across this and want to see what it's like. See if they got a second really good game on their hands here. Now, the one thing I do remember from Crosscode is that I remember it working better with the controller. I am going to try this with the mouse and keyboard and see if they've improved how they work with the mouse and keyboard or not. We'll see how it goes. But without further ado, my friends, let's pop on in and see what it's all about. Fine, whatever. I wonder, how must it have been for you? When the sky darkened a deep red. Nyx's arrival. Years of preparation, and it still caught us by surprise. We all panicked and ran for the shelters. We all felt it. The only way for us to survive was deep underground. Sleeping and waiting. For a chance to strike back. Okay. We're finished here. Everyone, the capital gates aren't much further. Now we advance. Let's split up and strike from every side. Michael and Silas, you take the right path. Fanny B, Esrin, you go up the left. Neem and I will take the old road. Forever forward. Together as one. As one. Lead the way. Okay. Yeah, not bad. It's definitely responsive. Here they come. For space to dodge. Urged. Damon, a moment, please. Yes? We're just getting close to the nest, yet the Numera are already this aggressive. Don't you think it's strange? These weapons were given for this day. This is not beyond us. I know, yet do the gods want us to turn back now? No, but please be careful. Do not worry. Let's head on. Hold to charge. Release to attack. Careful, it's enraged. R to block and parry. Alright. What? Got it. Estrid, what are you doing here? Less talking, more hitting. Yarut, what do you think? Taking the initiative. Was never great at taking orders. But I need you to improve on that quickly. You two, we're falling behind. I should stay close. I guess, brother, sister. Get on each other, or siblings getting on each other's nerves. There, the nests. Right inside the gate. Unbelievable. That's a big one. That's what she said. Getting a rage as well. Nope, Nima, some help. Now, quickly. Shift to charge of divine art. Time to end this. Nima, ready. We did it. Yes. Yes, you did it. Sort of. Reinforcements. They're all enraged. One final push. Stay strong. Yet when we needed the most, the gods failed us. Huh? Their power vanished right in front of our eyes. The divine gear. Daman. In that dark red hour of despair, I was glad you still slept, untouched by the gods' silence. Story concluded at the end of the world. Okay. Well, that's it. End of the world. It's over. Juno, wake up. Huh? Hello? Okay. Guess we're large and in charge. Anyone here? No cargo. It's all empty. You overslept. You had a lost land. Whose story? You had a Home Alone event. Huh? What? What is this? You missed where and how and why. Anyone here? Hello? All right. What's that over there? Click an object to interact with it. Is that a divine marble? I guess it's mine now. Anyone in there? Divine cabbage? Oh. Juno Olira, you've awoken. Marble and valor, united at last. You're a water pig? Yes, that's me. Greetings. Of course. Is everything all right, Chosen? I'm not really a Chosen. You're not? I am more. Strange. Still, it was meant for you to find me. It's the spirit of your marble. My name is yours to choose. Right. Cabbage, then. Cabbage? Your name. Really? Like the... Oh no, what is... No time to chit-chat. Put your hand out. What? Cleos Solus, Divine Sword of Asia, sword to cleave sorrow and pave the way to progress. Chosen or not, surely you know how to use this? I do. Use a sword, attack with, yeah, I got it. Well, that path just opened up. Well done. You certainly fight like a chosen. But I'm not. I was cast out. Everything looks so strange. So, Nyx is still here. Yes, the curse has ravaged our world. We are deep within the lost lands. What about the others? My village. Is it safe? I don't know. You don't? The gods are silent. Silent? What? I'm sorry, it's my parents. I've got to get home. And we'll have to get across this gap. Space while moving towards an edge to jump. Keep holding space to run faster and jump automatically. Cool. Then I don't have to deal with platforming. What? What are these walls? It's an ambush! Got it, let's go on. Alright. Another one who didn't make it. And this route is closed off too. Maybe there's a way up here. What's that flower? I've never seen this kind before. A gift left by the gods. It will replenish your health when you hit it. Hit it? But it's pretty. Well, alternatively, you can rely on your healing bulbs whenever you are low in health. Press H to use your healing bulbs to regenerate health. You can also hit certain plants to refill your health or bulbs. Okay. Out of reach. What to do now? It's the right time to expand your arsenal. Reach out your hand. Bogasolus, the divine crossbow of Asia. A bow to pierce truth and pave the way to progress. The crossbow. That should do the trick, right? Right. So, what other weapons you got? That's it, actually. By the tree, I swear it. Alright. Sorry, too, gotta hit you as well. Alright. Call those flowers. Alright. I guess that was a save point. Or a... yeah. Okay. Oops. There we go. Alright, so far so good. Okay, what am I missing here? see. Okay. Level and skill up. Alright. Up in level 2. Looks like I'm getting the hang of it again. Your chosen powers seem to have grown stronger already. How to use the growth chart to learn passive skills in combat arts. Show tutorial, I guess. Press escape to open a character menu. Select growth chart from the main menu. Select the core to open a skill tree. Learn a node if you have enough growth points. When a previous node is not learned or not enough GP are available, it cannot be learned. Okay. Select the weapon, open a respective skill tree. Combat arts are powerful abilities unique to each weapon. Read the node's description to see how to perform them in combat. Okay. Growth points used in this tutorial have been refunded. Alright, let's move on. What do I have in my inventory? Tree essence, sphere essence. Alright. So 2 growth points. What do we have here? Water dance. Multiple enemies around you. River tap while dashing. Perform a quick sweep attack in front of you. Continue pressing left click to transition into second attack of water dance. These are already learned. Crashing wave. Broken enemies. Move while charging. Do both of those. And increase damage done to break bars by 10%. Boost affinity by 5%. Determines likelihood of landing critical hits. Yeah. Boost damage inflicted with critical hits by 20%. Okay. I have 1 growth point here I can use. Aiming. Press left click, left and right click without aiming to perform an auto shot, which quickly shoots 2 arrows at a target in sight. Ooh, okay, so that's what they mean by auto shot. Alright. Okay. Ah, okay. That's nice. That's not bad. Go. Camu Village. Hello? Anyone? The wellspring, it's gone. I don't understand. What's going on? Cabbage? Is everyone still in the shelters? Where are the gods? I still don't know. I'm sorry. How? Wasn't it the gods who sent you? Placed you at that shelter? Yes, but still, they're silent. Was this your village? No, it's further on. There should be a shelter near there, too. Let's hurry. Path to the west seems to be blocked off. We need to head south. Alright. A green patch. Must be divine. It is. That's what they call a way sprout. You can stop by here whenever you feel beaten up to take a short rest. Short rest at waypoints. Use short rest to replenish your health and healing bulbs. Taking a rest will also respawn healing plants, but also some enemies. Oh, so they're going a little bit. They're going a little bit soulsy, huh? A little tiny bit soulsy. That's not bad. I don't want to generate new enemies though. And I don't really need the healing. That looks a bit tricky. You know what to do? Alright. So they do have some puzzles here then. Kind of sort of puzzles. I wonder if I can Oh, you just walk at these things and she'll climb up? I didn't know that. Are these wasps? Ooh. World clearly has no need for bigger wasps. Cursed creatures in a cursed land. Let's heal up a little bit. Press X to analyze your surroundings with your vision. Oh, there was a healing plant right there. Okay. Damn it. What was that about, not having platforming? Okay. Alright. Stuck? No. Oh, it tells you need piercing to do those? Okay. And I'm just trying to teach you how to use your stuff. Alright. Pull up there. Oops, wrong button. What we got? Boost max life by 25. Reduces received damage. Determines damage dealt to enemies. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And aiming to prepare a charge shot. Your next shot shoots a beam of light which pierces all enemies in its path. Ooh, okay. Take that. Also, what's inventory? Vespa in. Okay. It just says for the description, lore text here. I feel like I'm missing stuff, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm like I feel like I'm missing like loot and stuff, but I don't think that's, I don't know that they were ever very big on like loot chests and stuff. Quickwood Fields, they're all pink now. This curse seems to transform the land in unexpected ways. Better than a rotten wasteland, I guess. I can't actually go through there and admire the view, huh? Okay, that's a different kind of plant. Indeed, you better dodge whatever that thing is shooting. Or reflect it. Oh, you mean using my shield? Precisely. Note the red arrows. Those mark incoming projectiles that can be reflected with your guard. Hold R to guard and reduce damage. Start your guard right before the attack hits. You can neutralize all damage and reflect certain projectiles. Okay. Very good. That auto shot is actually really nice. I'm really liking that. Go. Shelter isn't much further. Actually, R for that works even better than on my keyboard. I wasn't sure because it said dodge, and I was like, well, I want dodge on R, but then again, for reflecting things, that seems to help a lot. What? What in Remus is this? Okay. Oh, okay. Got him. Okay. Well, that worked out really well. Oops. I didn't right click there. I don't know why. Tidebreaker. Every successive parry attack, perform a fast counter stab. Rainfall. Rapid flurry of stab attacks. Vapor thrust. Unlocks a minor gem slot. Let's do that. Let's do that for here too. Okay. Here it is. Lionum's shelter. Looks like it's still hidden. What are you doing? Open! Juno, it's pointless. I know. Am I seriously the only one out here? Let's continue to the village. Nowhere else to go. Trail branches off here. The village lies to the south, not much further. Of course, I'm going to go north. Alright, no, I won't go north. I'll go south and where they want me to go. What happens? Looks like that Nyx vein just opened. I'll have to weave it from close up for things to happen. I see. Anything else here? Of course it's broken, but I can make that jump. We're almost there. Okay. Back home. It's all the same. No wellspring. Nothing. It's really just me, isn't it? Juno, I'm sorry. Cabbage? Why? What is the point? Say me here alone. In a cursed world. With no guidance whatsoever. Sunken gods. Juno? I'm sorry I can't be of any more help. But there is a point to this. I'm sure of it. The gods, they let you out of the shelter. They gave you a weapon. It was them who sent you on this mission. This mission? You mean to fight Nyx and to lift the curse? Just me? On my own? It's not how I remember it. 12 chosen. 12! 6 valor and 6 wise. That was the gods' plan. Indeed it was. But now, it's just you. Just me. The outcast chosen. Are you joking? Juno, I'm serious. You may yet be able to free everyone. Your target is very close. How do you know that? Did the gods finally whisper to you? No? Just look over there. Huh? That pillar of light. You're saying that is the very thing you have been chosen to vanquish. All by myself. That's all we can do at this point, right? Right. Let's just run in head first. Go to pillar of light east of your village. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So this is what it looks like. A nest. And I'm supposed to just walk in there and weave things? This place looks suspiciously empty indeed. You had better be on your guard. Weave the Nyx nest. Oh. Trapped. Juno, above you. By the tree, what is this? Giant wasp is what it is. You. All right. Do we get it? Okay. Yeah, that auto attack is really awesome. Like, I prefer that over everything else. Phew. Great work. It looks like the way is cleared up. Time to take care of this nest. Did I put that auto attack on my... No, I did block there. Okay. So that's why they had that on the fourth mouse button, because you're going to use that a ton. Holy crap. You know what to do? I think I remember. Still, it's a bit intimidating up close. I'm sure I'll handle it fine. Just give it all your all. Okay, let's hope this works. Look at that. It's all bluish. You did it. The nest successfully weaved. The curse should cease. Yeah. Glad it worked. Juno? What happened? There we go. A title drop. Nice. And now it's going to wake up those people, right? The Lost Lands. I'll wait until we meet again. Easy, Junie. Junie, is she... Mom? Dad? Junie! Sweetie, you're finally awake. We were so worried. I'm so glad you're here. So glad. Slept for almost a week. We thought you'd never wake up. A week? Sweetie, we're so proud of you. You did so much all by yourself. Rise and shine, Valor O'Leary. Cabbage? What's with that look? Don't tell me you thought it was all a dream. It wasn't? All this, the grass, the trees, it all grew back just like this? A blessing from the gods, all thanks to you lifting the curse. Cabbage told us everything. Everything? Only the glorious parts. My daughter, the chosen, savior of Lihem. You really remind me of your grandfather, Junie. You're special. Aren't you exaggerating? Oh, Junie, humble as ever. You must be thirsty. Let me get you something to drink. So I am Memory Garden. The Memory Garden is still here. Yes, but we still gotta shape her up. So much to do. What about the village? Oh, you should go for a look. Indeed, everyone wants to see you. Alright then. Now don't you forget about us. We love having you here. Of course, I'll be back soon. Unyielding solidarity. Why do I feel like everything's not as rosy as they're putting it here? Off the lamb then. Use the map menu and check your journal. Okay. Press tab to open a map menu. Map always focuses on your current position within the world. Select the landmark or checkpoint to fast travel to the selected location. Note that in some cases, fast travel may be temporarily blocked. Yep. You need to select journal or open the journal menu. The Chronicle tab contains a written log of your adventure. Select the story to check its current objective or read a written summary of past events. The Stories tab, on the other hand, is a collection of side adventures you will encounter on your journey. Press left click to track a story. The map current objective of track story is displayed here. While not in the menu, pressing F pins the current objective. Press F again, unpin it. Okay. Along the beach to the north to reach Lineup Center. Okay. So tab. Okay. Alright, cool. So your parents don't know. Know what? That you are an outcast chosen? I never got the chance to tell them. I see. You sunken flea brain guppy grabber. My bait. Hungry birdie. What in Remus Rock? That your bird? No, we just met. Got yourself a nice treat, I see. Oh, I'll give him a nice treat. Junie is back. Tell everyone. Let's do. Ugh, drink death water, you sunken tuna taker. Hey, what's that thing? I, sir, am a... Ah, forget it. The nerve of these birds. Friendly guy. Old Salmo, just how I remember him. Yeah, something seems a little off here. Can't pick up the fishing rod. I don't trust what I'm seeing. He has nothing to say. He has nothing at all to say. It's back. I am Landmark. Okay. The Wellspring's returned. She's here. Everyone. What? Juno, you're back. Hi? We heard you saved the village. Well, We are chosen. Wow. Where's your wise? Is Sunderland free as well? I don't know. My friends, still your tongues. Does not the chosen deserve breath before answers? Valor O'Lira, welcome home. Strange this is. You arrive alone with no sign of the other chosen? Just me. Him? Well, except for her. So how is the situation further north? I don't know. I started at the shelter by Kamu village. So near? I thought the chosen were to be sheltered north of Sandalin. Yes, but I was on my way to lie him just as Nyx arrived. Just visiting. By surprise, Nyx caught us. By the gods' grace alone, most of us reached the shelters. And yet, now we wake, fewer among many. Wait, not everyone has emerged? Many remain asleep. Why now, and for how much longer, the gods' will is hidden still. How long did we sleep for anyway? We don't know. Sorry, you don't know either. The gods are silent. Silent, you say, but is silence not also a guide? I don't feel like I've been guided, and yet here you stand, guided by purpose. Will the gods trust their silence to one unworthy? We must move forward. What is broken can be built anew. You will help, will you not? Of course, what can I do? Astera waits for you. She knows where you are needed most. You can find her right over there. Convenient. Got it. By your words and deeds, chosen forever forward. Together as one. Hey. Oh, Junie. Darling. All done. What's next? Let's see. We still need to gather everything to rebuild the forge. But please don't forget to take breaks. Don't worry, Ma. You slacking off plenty when you're not looking. Just conserving my strength and all. Hi, Phila. Hey, Juno. Nice. I see you got business with my ma. Come on, Pa. Let's not bother them. Aye. So, did Noah send you here? That's right. He said I can help. By spring, there's so many ways. Honestly, we've all been desperately waiting for you to wake up. You see, Nyx is still out there. What? I thought the curse was lifted? Not entirely, it seems. There's Numera. They don't outright attack us, but they're right where we gotta get to. Like the Quickwood Forest and our old rice fields. And we really need that wood and rice eventually. Right. The best way you can help is to run off them Numera at those spots. Got it. I'll get right to it. For that though, speaking of food. Oh, someone is hungry. My last meal was about ages ago. Fussy fixers, you must be starving. We got some grub around here. Just follow me. Follow her to the cooking spot. This here is our resting spots. God's left us some rations. Here, let me give you some. That should be enough for now. Just talk to me if you need more. That's some solid stuff. You gotta cook it first, silly. Oh, of course. I can take care of that. Thank you. You're so welcome. Time to get cooking. Cook. Here, meal, basic ration. Okay. Meal, cook, basic ration. Power, 160. Trouble whisper. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Feeling better now? Sure. Also, somehow stronger. That might be your divine gear reacting to your food intake. Right, it's properly powered up now, all thanks to the food. Always great to have one more excuse to eat. Learn how to use boosts and recharge them. Boosts are displayed around your healing bulb. Activate them by holding 5 for the top slot, 6 for the right slot, 7 for the bottom slot. Right now, you only have a boost in your top slot. Holding 5 starts applying the boost. As you hold, time slows down slightly, so don't worry about using a boost in the middle of combat. Your boost is then displayed as a buff under life bar. The yellow line indicates the remaining time. The boost, on the other hand, is now on cooldown. Fight enemies to refill a charge. Total remaining charges are displayed to lower right on each boost. To recharge them, you'll have to cook a new meal. Press escape to open the character menu, and then 1 to view detailed descriptions of your boosts and active buffs. Okay. All filled up? Yes, and ready to fight those Numera. And you best talk to Penterson at the Lumber Corner and Orlando at the Patron's Grave. You want to know the spots to get rid of Nyx. They'll do. Great then, you can find me at my table if you need anything. Support the reconstruction of Liam. Okay. This is freaking fantastic. I mean, Crosscode was pretty darn good too. But this, I'm more invested in the story of this than I was of Crosscode. Like, this is, I really like how they've done this. Yeah, I really like the way they've done this. And the interface is nice. The mouse and keyboard works really well. I wonder why that's... Huh. Oh, that must be the time, the in-game time. Basic ration. Okay. Yeah, this is really cool. I'm digging this. I want to play more of it, but we're getting kind of late here, and I also kind of want to just give myself time to wind down so I can actually get to bed at a halfway normal time, if you call 1 a.m. a normal time. So this is good. I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this a lot. Can I save? Yes. Let's save here. And they do have an autosave automatically, which is nice. I wonder if there's... Can you F5 to save? No, doesn't look like it. Alright. Cool. Cool. This is fantastic. I really am enjoying this. This is really good. This, my friends, has been Alabaster Dawn, the demo version. It's still plenty more of the demo left there, it seems like, to handle. So that's kind of cool. It is by Radical Fish Games, and it is to be announced as far as when it will be available for realsies, beyond the demo version. But even the demo here is quite fun and interesting, and I would encourage everyone to take a look at it and form your own opinions and see how it works with a controller versus the mouse and keyboard and all that stuff. This is just really nice. I'm enjoying this tremendously. But yeah, that will do it then for me for tonight, my friends. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope if you happen to run across this on the YouTubes and you have a like and or a subscribe that you can toss my way, that would be really great and awesome and swell, and it helps out tremendously, and I appreciate it greatly. Otherwise, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. And I hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you bye.
Same old story. Boy finds girl, boy loses girl, girl finds boy. Boy forgets girl, boy remembers girl. And girl dies in a tragic blimp accident over the Orange Bowl on New Year's Day.
Good year.
No, the worst.